That ship was sunk during the Second World War, and it's just an hour outside of Berlin.
A local tour guide claims the barge was sent on a secret mission near the end of the war to retrieve confidential documents about Germany's U-boat program from a secret military base in Peenemünde on the Baltic island of Usedom,
and take them to Berlin for safekeeping.
And as it and its sister barge, which lurks just under the water off its port side, were slinking back to Berlin, the two were supposedly caught in a battle for a nearby bridge and have lived here ever since. The truth is probably more banal, like most truths.
The story is based on an eyewitness account from a local man who, when he was a kid, swam out to the sunken barges with a buddy shortly after the war had ended, and they both discovered a box of films.
They brought one back to shore. I tried to mimic that swim for this video, and after diving headfirst into the Oder River, discovered it was colder than your stepmother's, so I rented a canoe. When the boys looked at the film they'd retrieved,
it seemed to be recent top-secret war footage from a U-boat showing
crew members on a boat that had just recently been torpedoed.
A military historian said the Peenemünde story was unlikely because U-boats didn't have GoPros, and they didn't spend a lot of time filming their victories because they were too busy fighting a war.
The films were more likely old training or test films from the nearby Torpedo Test Center in Eckernförde, which is just a couple hours away on the Baltic Sea, or related naval academies in Kiel or Flensburg. The barges were possibly sunk coincidentally during the battle for the bridgehead at Mescherin, a nearby town, or, as locals believe, intentionally by the Nazis in an effort to prevent the Russians from crossing the Oder River in their boats.
Which would seem dumb because there's thousands of kilometers of Oder riverbank in Germany.
And these boats are just that long. The barges were also very common in Mescherin because Mescherin was known for sand pits, which is why there's this little ore cart monument in town. The sand was brought out to the barges and shipped to construction sites all over the Baltic coast. A dude fishing on the dock during my ill-fated attempt at swimming out there told me that there was actually a third barge sunk just off the dock he was fishing on.
But he seemed about as trustworthy as men who fish on docks.
There's little doubt the boys actually found the films, and there was definitely a brutal battle for the bridges in the region, as this informal monument attests. And it's surprisingly creepy canoeing around a World War II shipwreck.
I don't believe in ghosts, but it felt like there were ghosts.